Happy birthday, Twitter. And we got Emily Steele joining us here on the set, social media editor here.
She's going to sing for us.
She's going to.
I thought Simon was going to sing.
It was close, but I didn't. So it's 6 years old today.
6 years old. It's been 6 years since Jack Dorsey sent his first
Is Jack
tweet.
Dorsey wearing one of those little orange badges that says "I am 6 today"?
Oh, he definitely should.
He should, shouldn't he? So we've put up a blog. Well, someone's put up a blog, not me. Here at the Wall Street Journal. Happy birthday, Twitter. Looking back at some noteworthy tweets. So we're going to have a picture of the blog up in a moment. So tell us which are the noteworthy tweets.
Yeah, so we went through and looked at some of the tweets that people have sent since Twitter first was established 6 years ago. And it's kind of fun to see kind of what a cultural phenomenon this site really has become. From the one from Jack Dorsey setting up his Twitter account.
Which, by the way, was spelled TWTTR. They hadn't quite added the vowels yet.
The vowels, yeah. It was still
It was a pre-vowel phase of the internet.
Yeah, and then now we're seeing like Barack Obama when he won the election, when the plane landed on the Hudson, there was a tweet from one of the passengers.
I do like this one from Sam Sethi. I've been fired by Arrington, meaning Michael Arrington of TechCrunch, for not removing the post comments from Loic. I will be looking for work and writing on vicosys.com.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. It's just.
Julia just asked me why did I include that one.
Who is this guy?
The reason why in Twitter's first blog post, they said this was one of their first tweets of someone saying that they were fired on Twitter or announcing that they were fired.
And now it's
They were
like,
And now
fired
it happens all the time. So
Right.
really.
So they started a trend. Sam Sethi, you started a trend. Way to
getting
go.
fired on Twitter.
Getting fired on Twitter. Other ones that we looked at is when Oprah first joined and she used all caps and she said, "I'm feeling really 21st century," and people are like, "Not yet, not yet." The Kanye West tweet when he was apologizing to Taylor Swift after being mean to her. Alec Baldwin.
Oh, yeah, the favorite.
Oh, this is the Words with Friends thing. Which almost ended up looking like an advert for Words with Friends in the big
really
picture of things, didn't
yeah.
it? Now, Julia, are you a Twitter convert? You like Twitter?
Oh, are you kidding? I'm a Twitter maniac.
A Twitter maniac, a privacy princess, and a Twitter maniac. And you do you dig Twitter?
I do dig Twitter, yeah.
Twitter's definitely the most journalist friendly, probably, of all the.
Okay, because I find it somewhat, I don't know. I just find it somewhat frustrating because some of the comments coming through are just so inane. That's what I find. These that you've selected are awesome. Like Charlie Sheen. In all sincerity, thank you Twitter community for the warm reception and the followers that helped me get to 1 million in 24 hours.
Right.
I mean, that's nice. But I mean, there is some really inane stuff out there.
There is. You just have to know how to filter it and how.
I mean, this is the problem Twitter has, actually, and this is what Jack Dorsey has talked about a lot as coming back to Twitter to try to lead it into their next generation, is that basically it's one of those things where once you get it, but there's a huge steep learning curve. And so of how to make sure you don't see all the inane comments, you have to filter your list correctly. And so this actually, what you're describing is actually the challenge Twitter's facing and directly and working on trying to fix. Clearly they haven't fixed it yet.
Clearly they haven't fixed it for me. I've blocked one person who I won't name, but it's not you. It's not you, don't worry. Not yet, anyway.
Well, that's the interesting thing, though, too, is, and this happened with Facebook a couple of years ago, where people had friended so many people, and they're like, wait a minute, I have way too many friends. The same thing's kind of happening on Twitter, where a lot of people have started to follow too many people, and they're like, I'm not interested, but they don't want to go back and start filtering.
I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I had to rebalance my entire Twitter load, because I was like, it was just too much privacy, and I needed to add, like, other topics. And
really, too much privacy for the privacy princess. I love it. So, another great tweet here, and this one from Keith Urban. Should be Urbane, maybe. So, I'm told by a reputable person they have killed Osama bin Laden. Wow.
Right, and he's the former chief of staff for Donald Rumsfeld, and that was really kind of the first big news break at the time of that news, and it really set off kind of a firestorm on Twitter.
And it was a Sunday night, and it sort of came out slowly, and no one was really sure about it to begin with.
It took a while to get verified, but it was circulating and picking up velocity on Twitter.
Right, and that was kind of the first real verification from anybody related to the government. This is actually happening.
Well,
one other one that we just added in, Beyonce, when she announced during the Video Music Awards last summer that she and Jay-Z were having a baby. That activity around that tweet or around that news spurred more than like 8,000 tweets per second, which is more than when Steve Jobs died.
Oh my God.
8,000 tweets per second. That is fast. We have to leave
Super
that. So we're all going to wish Twitter happy 6th birthday. Happy 6th birthday,
Happy
Twitter.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Jack Dorsey, get yourself a little orange thing says I am 6 today. That'd be great. Thank you, Emily
Thank you.
Steele. Really appreciate you being here.